Good morning, Sur-Ron Segway guys. So, this is actually going to be my third time riding the trails. The last time my SD card had an error, I picked up a new one. The other one, it was like 15 years old, so yeah, it was pretty much toast. And yeah, I have the new controller in here, the new control box. So so when I'm using the neutral position, which is throttle only, I have the full power that I had before. So this is setting 1, pedal assist only, no throttle. And pardon my leg hair, if I start pedaling, just gets me going. Couple things I do need to fix on this bike is like the little foam padding I put around the battery. It's getting kind of compressed, so the battery's kind of flopping around a bit. Yeah, so yeah, like what I was saying before regarding this pedal assist kit is, you know, when you input that pedal stroke, the sensor picks it up and it sends a voltage signal to your controller, and yeah, you know, it mimics the throttle essentially. And other people have been having no issues with it on aftermarket controllers. There is some issues with some throttles, so depending on the color of the wires, and I guess I don't know, like Hall sensor type throttles, it's not working properly with those yet. So, I mean, the quick fix on that is just buying a compatible throttle. So I think Sur-Ron did make some changes. All right, so hitting up the trail real soon, and you'll get an idea how this thing runs on dirt. So I do have like a piece of foam over the mic on the GoPro. I don't know if it helped regarding the wind noise. Everything I try to do doesn't really work. I think the only option is to really buy a newer GoPro than this this Hero 3 Black. But yeah, I definitely don't record enough to justify such a purchase. But yeah, so on like just regular, you know, double track type trails, it's not bad. Like, you don't really have to worry about a whole lot. Bogging down here a bit. So right now, like, it's really bogging down. It is an incline, and there are points where I do feel the actual power pedal kit, the chain, engaging. So I'm actually doing work myself. That also has to do with the gear ratio that I'm running. So since I'm running belts all around, it is like a 42-2 sprocket. So the majority of you guys who are running this kit, you're probably going to be at the standard gearing, and you may never engage the teeth on the power pedal kit. But you may have to up the power in certain scenarios. So I will be coming up to a section that I have made successfully on this bike, but I mean with this pedal kit, but it's one where I feel having throttle only or a full power throttle assist is beneficial. So the mode 2 on here, where it allows you to use the throttle, it is powered down to match the pedal assist. So right now I'm actually pedaling myself. The pedal assist is helping, but I can feel the freewheel engaging. So this is a little bit tighter, and I am doing probably like a quarter of the work. So right now it's on the throttle and assist, but right now I am legit pedaling. So right here, like where you have like these turns, so I'm gonna power up the throttle. Right now I am using my own muscle, and I did make it. So that may or may not work too well on yeah, I'm gonna have to go to give it some real throttle. So I'm no longer in pedal assist mode, because I would not have been able to make it up this hill in pedal slash throttle mode, unless I flipped it onto sport. So I've made it on sport, but sometimes when I get to the other side, it feels like it's gonna kick me off the single track. So there is that little delay, maybe like half a second of delay when you stop pedaling, where the power cuts out. And that's enough, like in sport mode, to make it feel like it's gonna push you off to the other side. You'll probably get used to it, but I don't imagine a whole lot of you guys buying this kit to ride trails. So it is a great option for those of you who want to commute, but for trail riding, I think it's probably better to stick with I mean, if you need the power pedal kit and you need well, if you need it, it might be better to stick with the throttle only option, simply because there is terrain where you need to keep the pedals level, otherwise you're going to get a pedal strike. And having the pedal assist only option on, and even the throttle assist with the pedal assist, with the power being less, you may not make it. But for something simple like this, it's not a big deal. This is considered a beginner trail, but there are some parts where, like, I want to level off the pedals so I avoid a pedal strike. And then, like, for example, coming up right here, like if I try to pedal through this, I'm gonna get a pedal strike on that route. So I gotta stop. I don't have my throttle assist on, so let's put it back on throttle. And yeah, that would have been a lot easier if I just could throttle through it and keep the pedals level. So also, like when you're going through terrain and you want to level out the pedals, sometimes, you know, some people have the habit of pedaling backwards to level off their pedals. I like to pedal forward. That's just what I'm used to. And when I pedal forward to level off my pedals, if the pedal assist is on, then I am going to have that little burst of power. So, no bueno. All right. So there's a section coming up that has a bunch of routes, and I think last time I rode it, I was able to make it on eco mode, but I kind of just bombed through it. I don't know if this guy's gonna hit the roots. Okay, we'll see. So no, he's going around them. So yeah, I can already feel I'm not gonna make it. So I'll try it in pedal assist only mode, but I'll also bust it up into sport, just to give me a little bit more power, because this is an incline. I'm gonna try to take the easiest path. All right. So yeah, these, but you can hear the difference, how the motor winds up, and right there I almost went into the fence. So back to eco mode. Now it's just me pedaling. So back to sport. Yep, and then I can feel the motor bogging down because this is a pretty steep incline, so I'll go back to sport. Give me a little bit more power. Back to eco. Yeah, so is it usable on a trail? Yes. Is it going to be as good as picking up like a giant, you know, out of the box, like a Trance pedal assist, or one of their stances? No, no, it's not. Like the drives on, you know, the Bosch drives, the Yamaha drives, even the Shimano drives, like they're just way better in terms of, I'm not sure if they're torque sensing, but their power delivery is a lot smoother. It definitely feels more like you are riding rather than you're just throttling using your pedals, so to speak. But this is really cool. I like it. And depending on where you live, you may not even need to have the power pedal kit to be legal when you are running the assist kit, the electric assist kit. I just like having everything. But yeah, I guess in California with the assist kit, since it does top out at 25 in eco mode, like it would be like a class 3, and it does taper down the power quite a bit. So you're probably going to be compliant on the power factor as well. If for some reason they want to impound your bike and then throw it on a dyno, you'll probably be okay. Wow, it's pretty crowded today. It is Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day. Kids are in school, so that's how I'm able to get out here and do this video. Oh man, I definitely need to work on the padding on the bike. You know what? I'm gonna get here on the right side, ride some road, and then I'll hit another single track, and then finish this video. Now, doing some construction here. More houses, but at least half of it's gonna be a park. So yeah, the kit is about 90 bucks on top of whatever else you get. And yeah, I already know, like, a lot of people have been wanting a pedal assist system for a very long time, like for years. So it's awesome that an option exists out there, and an option that's pretty well manufactured. So as I was saying before, you know, last year when I initially got the Kaniwaba pedal kit, the options for a pedal kit was just that one that Sur-Ron makes, and it was definitely an afterthought of a pedal kit. That thing just kind of slapped onto the swing arm, and then that was it. And it was just not good in terms of build quality. So the Kaniwaba one, even the version 1 was just way better, and people were making their own that worked out pretty good. And then you know, a lot of people were like, man, you know, if I can get a pedal assist like where I live in whatever jurisdiction, whatever country, then, you know, it could be street legal. And you know, Kaniwaba answered that call. So I'm gonna go through another single track section that's pretty tight, where I feel like I would rather have you know, throttle only, because I feel like I have more control, like yeah, threading a needle. So if you're hitting hills with speed, you can do it in eco, not a big deal. But if you come to a stop, then you're probably gonna have to go to sport or back to throttle. Alright, let's go through here. So again, like, when I want to level off the pedals, I always pedal forward. That's just a habit that I've had. So if I do that here, I'm gonna get a little burst of power. And some people may not like that, so you may have to pedal backwards. Try to keep my momentum through this section so I'm not climbing out of stuff. Oops, I messed up. Alright, let's pedal. Alright, that's cool. As long as you got flow, it's really easy to keep up the momentum. But yeah, I don't want those pedal strikes. Don't want those pedal strikes. So coming up this way to the left, this is like pedal strike central. Oh, gotta go to sport mode. Almost died down. Okay, taking out off sport mode, back to eco. Now right here to the left, like, yeah, my pedals would be digging into that. Just using gravity to get me forward. And let's go on down. Woo! Watch out for this sand. And let's make our way back to where we started. While I'm doing that, we can talk about it. I am breathing a little hard. That is interesting. But it's awesome having a pedal assist. So I mean, before, when you're pedaling, it's really not doing anything. But now it's usable, even on trails. It is usable. Are there better things out there? Yes, but for the Sur-Ron and Segway, no. And I don't think anyone else is going to step up to the plate and actually build something better. So the Kaniwaban pedal kit has been out for like almost a whole year, and nobody has made anything better yet. And I think that just shows that it's probably the best out there right now. People may argue, oh, you know, there's no demand, but you know, when it just comes down to how you're tuning your bike. So a lot of people here in the US are you know, turning them into dirt bikes essentially. They don't care about weight. They throw on heavy ass you know, components, and then they up the power, and that's what makes them happy here. But I know in a lot of other places they're going in the other direction. They're trying to lighten things up, make it more nimble, and that's cool. It's really cool to see how people all around the world are tuning this platform to suit their needs, their terrain, their style of riding. So I mean, I've gone both ways. I've gone like the motorcycle route, as you can see in my older videos when I was commuting with this thing. You know, I had it at 72 volts. I was running the ASI, and it was a beast. It was a motorcycle. But now, like, and you know, back then I was actually saying there's like no way this thing could ever function like a bike. But Kaniwaba has made it possible. It actually feels like I'm riding a bike just naturally, and I've been in just pedal assist only mode this, you know, majority of this time, except for the little areas where I either needed more power or I needed a little bit more control. Yeah. So if you're on the fence about this kit, even if you're riding dirt, I think it's not a bad thing to have. If you're not running the power pedal kit, it's also it's probably a good alternative to have, because I know a lot of people have issues with the chain binding and having trouble aligning the chain, and then you just don't have to worry about that at all with the power pedal kit. But you know, when it comes to legal purposes, you may run into issues about like, can you ride it, or can the bike be propelled mechanically? Because some laws are a lot more specific than others, where the bike actually needs to be able to propel with the power off, and with just a pedal assist system, the electronic one, it wouldn't do that, so it wouldn't check that box. But for those of you who live in areas where it is very vague, yeah, just running the electronic is probably a better option. Then you don't have to worry about any type of binding, any kind of stress that's going on the bearings, on the swing arm, because of the chain that's connecting the spindle to the jack shaft. But yeah, let's call it. That was a fun little short ride, and I'm glad the Kaniwaba resolved the issue with the controller. Man, they were quick, and they are coming from Colombia, so it's like I mean, it's on the same hemisphere, but it's still it's still coming thousands of miles and going through customs and all that. So I'm glad their customer service is awesome. They're real quick. The same can't be said about a lot of other Sur-Ron vendors out there. So you guys probably know what I'm talking about. The ones where you place an order and you're not sure if it's ever gonna come. Alrighty, let's call it.